you look at it like that, a collation of, a collection, if you like, of events that we've put through, that's even just a small part, Olivia, of what we've been dealing with. Rishi Sunak, of course, said earlier in the week, we should be ashamed if we can't do maths. Well, he's now saying you should be ashamed if you're protesting. And in a way, when he uses it about maths, it undermines the power of saying it about people like this. What do we know he's going to do at the moment? Does he have any plans to deal with it?
Well, he does have a plan, but quite a lot of his backbenchers feel that it's a little bit slow and are getting a bit frustrated with it. The way he aims to address this is through the new public order bill, which he put on the table late last year. And what that'll do is beef up police powers to intervene in protests before they take place. So, for example, one of the tactics that Just Stop Oil uses are slow walking protests, which massively hold up traffic, cause huge disruption in the centre of London. And at the moment, there is nothing that police can do about it. Under new legislation from the Public Order Act, police would be able to force those protesters to move from the road to the street if they see a protest taking place. So it's all about allowing police to intervene before the disruption has happened. But of course, that was talked about late last year. Yeah. It's still going through conversation stages.
We're nearly in May.
We're nearly in May, and who knows how long it's going to be. And of course, it's a controversial bill because some people feel that it stomps down on
Ben and I would probably
rights to
disagree on this,
protest.
because I actually think stop these people in their tracks. I know you're worried about the right to protest.
The longer implications
of
that.
But the fact is, they're preventing people going to work, low-paid people going to work, people who work in hospitals, porters, people going to work in their cars, people trying to get to hospital for cancer appointments. It's outrage. And this is the biggest outrage, isn't it, Olivia? The London Marathon, people train for that all year. It raises millions, as you know, for charity, and they're planning to put 30,000 activists in London this weekend. There's only 40,000 take part in the race. It will be unforgivable if they stop.
Isn't there 500,000 runners we have now?
I am quite worried about it because I am running the London Marathon on Sunday.
You are
Is it your first one?
I am. It's my first London Marathon.
Well done, you.
And
How does this affect your preparation?
Well, I am quite worried about it because I've run 600k in the last 4 months.
Miles. I'm old.
Oh, 400 miles? Wasn't
Well,
no, more
that's
than
a
that.
lot.
More than that.
Yeah.
Quite a bit more than that. Yep, and I am hoping to do a very good time, but it does make me feel a bit anxious and does seem a bit of a strange, as you say, event to protest when, of course, millions will be raised for charity and
also,
people
what's it
living on
got to do
foot.
with warming up the planet?
Absolutely, although I suppose Just Stop Oil activist would argue that it raises awareness for their cause, and for them that is the most important thing.
And I think it's about 500,000 people apply.
Yeah.
And then about 40,000 do actually run it. Not everyone finishes it, of course.
But people do marathons all over the country.
Yeah.
I think this will be the one. Maybe this is the one that's the straw that breaks the camel's back, because it is such disabled people, people in wheelchairs, so many people, fat, thin, dressed up in costumes.
It's quite a life-affirming event
as
well.
As you're about to discover, we hope.
But this public order bill, though, Olivia, the reason it was controversial, it is controversial. Remind me who, I want to say that it was Priti Patel, wasn't it?
It was.
That first of all suggested this. And it came during lockdown periods. I feel like 2021, it's been bubbling away.
It has been bubbling away since then. Anyone who is a proponent of the public order bill argues that it will only be used, it is the purpose of it is to stop specifically environmental protesters who use these guerrilla tactics. But of course, there is a danger that with wide-ranging legislation like this, fine at the moment under this particular Conservative government, it'll be used to stop the guerrilla protests from Just Stop Oil activists, but of course it could be used for any other protest at a later date. And, you know, we live in a free country and we do expect the right to protest peacefully. So it is a controversial piece of legislation, which is pretty bad news for anyone worried about these events, because it is going to take an awfully long time to get through Parliament. It's going to get held up in the Lords if it doesn't get held up in the Commons.